Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, I have the ultimate entrepreneur. He's going to make it hot and steamy and sexy this weekend, Jack, with his fashion show that's going to set the city all ablaze. He is the man, the myth, the legend, the genie of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, the dawn of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. LP is in the building.
What's going on? What's going on? Feel like I ain't been on here in a minute.
Oh, man, it's good to have you on the show, my friend.
Good to be here.
Oh, man. Next, we have Senor Fuego himself, the ultimate chef. You know and love him as Chef Showtime. What's happening, pimp?
What's good? How you guys doing?
Oh, man, blessed and highly favored, as the old folks would say, sir. That's how we go. Feel like I got a little bit of lag. Next, we have the king of grapplers. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop your daddy ass, Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews.
Hey, man, check this out. Hold on one second. What's going on, fellas? Y'all sound like y'all sleep or something. Let's liven this thing up. I'm about to live this thing up real quick. Hold up. I got you. Hold on right quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Best Damn Wrestling Podcast proudly brings to you the best damn wrestling podcast of the world. Brian Renegade, LP, Chef Showtime, Mr. Everything, the best damn wrestling podcast. And if you're not down with that, we got one word for you.
Damn.
I
dig that. I like that, sir. You put a little spunk on that. You know what I'm saying? Little stank, little oomph.
Yeah, I was thinking about that for like 5 minutes sitting right here. I was like, what am I going to say? I got to say something cool.
Oh, man. I'm trying not to be too loud. You see, I'm trying this microphone. I've been had in my closet for a whole year now. So I ain't want to blast people eardrums out. But thank you, sir, for that introduction. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. We balance each other out.
Absolutely. You know absolutely. What's going on, fellas? What's been happening? Y'all all right?
Oh, man, LP got this fashion show coming up, man. He trying to make people moist out here in these streets. What's happening, LP? What's going on with the fashion show, Bo?
Oh, man, it's coming along, man. The week of a show is always a lot of work, and this show's a little different because I'm putting some actual stuff in there myself. So that's what I'm actually doing now, making props and stuff for that. So it's a little different when you actually in the show as well. It was something I typically never do. But trying something a little different.
Ladies, you heard it here first. LP is stripping this weekend.
Oh, no. No, I'll leave that to Mr. Everything. I ain't got that body like that.
Oh, man, LP said he coming out in a toga.
Nah. Unless it's a dad bar fashion show, don't nobody want to see me out there like that.
Oh, man. Well, listen, man, I think a lot of people are excited, man. Tell us a little bit about what they can expect at this show.
Oh, man, listen, like with anything I do, I try not to do the typical stuff. You'll see lingerie, but we got scenes with snakes and gold tape scenes and all kind of music. Got dancers, performers. I really try to make it a more not just a fashion show, but like production. Everything I do, I try to make it a production. So we got a lot of things in store for the people that come out.
Okay, that's dope, man. Hey, listen, I can't wait to see the images from it and the video from it. If you guys are in North Carolina in the Raleigh Durham Triangle area, go and check out LP's fashion show, and I'm gonna post a graphic for that a little bit later. But let me go around the table, Mister Everything. What's happening, my brother?
Man, listen, it's been a long month. It's been a long
month.
month. Like this one month, like a whole long year by itself. But I'm staying busy, man. Staying motivated, highly decorated. Got my title still, so out here doing my thug thizzle.
I dig it.
Have you defended
wasn't-
them yet?
Yes, I defend my titles, LP. I'm not Roman Reigns in the belts. I defend my titles.
I know y'all Roman fans. I thought you might be part timer holding on to the belt.
You want to come challenge for one of them?
Hey, is it an open challenge? Anybody can challenge for? I thought you got to be in the promotion.
I'm throwing the open challenge directly to you. Come on.
You're ready to me.
Oh man. Oh man, you better do some.
He said what?
If it's a non-disqualification match, I might take you on there. Me and the boys gonna show up and take that damn belt.
Well, look. But how many you bringing? Because you're gonna need a large number of them.
Hey, don't worry about this. When you see the Ministry of Darkness show up, just take about it.
Oh man, LP, you better do some push-ups and put on some baby oil. It's going down.
Some Crisco.
Some Crisco butter, some cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? But fellas, man, let's get it cracking, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in wrestling, and we missed you guys last week. Me and Chef held down the show, man. And one thing that I did want to get your opinions on was a fight that kind of set the whole world ablaze. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the Francis Ngannou fight with Tyson Fury, man. And Mr. Everything, you're a boxer, man, and you fight in MMA also. Watching that fight, and I know you were pretty much torn of who you kind of wanted to go to, because boxing is your love and MMA is your love also. But I want you to talk about that fight, man. And did you enjoy the fight? And how did you think Francis Ngannou did against Tyson Fury?
I didn't watch the fight. I saw some clips of it. I think Ngannou definitely held his own. From the highlights that I've seen, he went out there and held his own. Tyson Fury with the little elbow, little elbow thing that he threw in there, kind of set him back a little bit, because it's like, yo, you had to go to some extreme measures to be able to say that you're better than this guy who came from the MMA world. Now all it takes is for Tyson Fury to go over in his world and see what he can do there, because now there's takedowns, there's elbows legal and everything else. So yeah, from the highlights that I saw, it's a pretty good fight. Tyson, you could tell that good punch that he took rocked him a little bit. I don't think he's been hit hard enough to where he was like, okay, I might need to resort to some extra measures really quick just to throw a little cheap heat in there or something. But I'm looking forward to see if these guys are going to actually go out there and bang again.
That was not a good fight.
Why,
What you say,
Chef?
Chef? You say it wasn't a good
That
fight,
was
Chef?
not a good fight. I watched the fight. That fight was full of shit. Y'all don't beat the brakes off that boy. And they gave Tyson Fury the win. No. They don't want to see a black man win.
Man, it was a lot of controversy around there. A lot of people think that Francis Ngannou won that fight. I look at it and I think that he won that fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they were kind of judging that and scoring that, but on most people's scorecards at home and also in the betting circles, man, Francis Ngannou won that fight. And a lot of people are talking about the politics and boxing and him coming into the boxing world. What would that mean if an outsider in his first boxing fight ever beat the champion that's been dominating for the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? And pound for pound is probably one of the best heavyweight boxers that we've seen in about 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot around that fight. LP, what was your thoughts on the Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury fight?
I mean, they were typical, just like Chef said, typical bull. I mean, when you fight somebody like that, if you don't knock them out and you leave it to the judges, you're gonna lose every time. Like, and everybody know who won that fight, but you had to make it definitive in order to actually get that win. Like, he needed to knock his ass out if he wanted to win. Because that's just how boxing is. I mean, we all been watching boxing our whole lives. I mean, we know it's not the most not fixed, not fixed. The fact that Logan Paul brother is considered a boxer tells you that boxing is not what it used to be. So it don't have the same pull that it once had. So I think they do stuff like that just to get people to get back to the sport. But I actually think they turn more people off from it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, man. Like I said, a lot of people think that Francis Ngannou won that fight, man. And if nothing else, he won the hearts and the minds of thousands of fight fans and millions of people all around the world. His story is definitely inspirational. I know we talked about it last week, but for him to really come from nothing and to kind of go to Morocco and then go into France and kind of fall in love with fighting. He wanted to box at first, and then he got the offer to do MMA, and he started training in MMA. But his story is definitely inspirational. I can't wait for that movie to come out. But I think that if he did decide to box, man, that we have a new star in the boxing world that a lot of people can get behind. And a lot of people are waiting for the Deontay Wilder versus Francis Ngannou fight. You know what I'm saying? But, a lot of eyebrows was raised. You know what I'm saying? That one knockdown that we saw was iconic. It was Ali style. You know what I'm saying? With the, you know what I'm saying? That was definitely an iconic, pose and he posterized him on that thing. So he could not deny his power. He could not deny his conditioning. And, I think if you got Mike Tyson in your corner, you're going to win every time, man. You know what I'm saying? So he might not have wanted to fight, but he definitely won public opinion on that thing. And sometimes in this world, in the fight world, that's what you need, because that's going to get you more fights and more money in the future. Man, Chef said, I thought that fight was bullshit. I hear you, Chef. I hear you, Chef. Oh, man. Listen, fellas, Judgment Day is burning on all the cylinders. Let's talk wrestling real quick, man. We've seen 2 new members possibly join Judgment Day. One for sure is confirmed. JD Madonna got his cuts on Monday by Damian Priest and said, hey, man, you took a bullet for Judgment Day. You took a bullet for me. And so I got to go ahead and that's a guy I can fight beside. I can go into battle with. You know what I'm saying? So he gave him his cuts and he said, welcome to Judgment Day. So JD Madonna is officially in Judgment Day. He is no longer a neophyte. He is no longer somebody that's trying to get into the club. He is now a full-fledged member. And it looked like Mommy put her talons in your boy Drew McIntyre. And now Drew McIntyre looks like he might be in Judgment Day also. Fellas, I want to hear your thoughts about it. Do you like Drew McIntyre in Judgment Day? Or do you think this is just a one-off for Survivor Series? Let me go, LP.
I don't think he's gonna join the Judgment Day. He's not a fit. I mean, JD McDonough's not really a fit either, if you want to be honest. But he can be a little soldier. Because Dom is not the best. When they do 4-on-4 matches, Dom don't cut it. So I think JD McDonough probably is a better wrestler than Dom. So I think that's why they did it. I don't think the Judgment Day needs a whole bunch of people. We don't need no NWO or no kind of mess like that. They got a good amount, and Drew McIntyre just doesn't fit Judgment Day. I think it's gonna be more of they just gonna be working together. I don't see him ran purple with purple and black and having bandanas and shit. That just wouldn't really make no sense. So I think it's just more for a heel turn, which he really should be a face. They got a lot of heels on Raw, but I guess everybody seen this coming. This wasn't like no surprise. You could see it a mile away that it was going to go down. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. But I don't think Drew McIntyre needed to join the Judgment Day to beat Seth Rollins. I think that Seth Rollins Drew McIntyre match was the biggest bunch of bull crap because we eating Claymore kicks. We take a Claymore kick and get up and go grocery shopping after we get it. Nah, bro. You don't get up from no damn Claymore kick and then he didn't kick out from what did Seth do? A pedigree and a curb stomp. Nah, if he kicked out of that, he should have been able to kick out of that. That's not even your. I don't know. The no sales is going on.
Yeah, I do want to talk about that no selling going on because it's been a couple of matches, man, that people were kicking out of finishers that you would not think that they would kick out of. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's protecting anybody's moves anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there were some issues with Jake the Snake Man. He said that nobody is protecting his move anymore. The DDT and the super kick are probably the two most common moves that you see nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And they are not protected. So the fact that, and I like the false finishes in some instances, but there needs to be some type of protection over certain people's moves. But in this match, it made sense. And I liked the match. I thought it was really good. I thought it was hard hitting. It was necessary. But I kind of wanted Drew to get that win. Maybe a little piece of me wanted Drew to get that win. And I love Seth Rollins and what he's doing now. But I think that Drew definitely should have took that win. But if he joins Judgment Day, I think that he will definitely get a title of some sort. Mr. Everything, let's talk about it, man. How you feel about Drew and JD McDonough in Judgment Day?
I mean, we saw the writing on the wall with JD McDonough anyway. That was pretty much they teased it and they tried their hardest to kind of keep it from happening, but it's nothing else for him to do. I mean, what else are you gonna have this man do? He's a small guy, and you know how WWE feels about small guys. In terms of Drew McIntyre, I don't see him joining Judgment Day. I think this is something to kind of give him something to do as well. This might be a way for him to kind of get under Seth Rollins' skin and win the world title. I think he's just utilizing the Judgment Day as a way to say, you know what, I'm going to piss Seth Rollins off so much and have him so off his game that whenever we do have another match, he's going to be unfocused and I'm able to steal the win and take the title from him. So I think Drew McIntyre is just going to use the Judgment Day for his advantage. That's all.
Do you think that there'll be some friction with Drew in there? Because I know right there they're trying to figure out who is the leader of Judgment Day. And I've been saying this from day one. Once Rhea stepped in Judgment Day with her and Damian and Edge, I said Rhea is going to be the leader of that group. And she has been the said, unsaid, spoken, unspoken leader of that group. And now Damian Priest is feeling some kind of way because he was like, hey, look, man, I'm day one. You know what I'm saying? There would be no Judgment Day if it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? So when Rhea stepped in, she definitely upped the ante. And she has been the quote unquote leader of Judgment Day ever since the inception of the group. So now where does Drew fall into the fold? Because I don't really see Drew really taking orders unless Drew is playing a Dominic Mysterio role and he's kind of having Rhea whisper certain things in his ear. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Chef, you like Drew and JD McDonough in Judgment Day?
Not really, but I'm thinking Judgment Day is using Drew. You know what I mean? It's something like LP said. You know what I mean? I feel they getting Drew to join, so he'll take the belt off of Seth Rollins, and David Priest gonna cash in on him. That's how I look at it. It's a little stepping stone.
Mm, I can definitely see that, man. I think that Drew really had a better fit with the Brawling Brutes, and I wish he kind of would have stayed with the Brawling Brutes instead of like uh, causing a little bit of friction. Um, the Brawling Brutes just made more sense. But if he does join with Judgment Day, I can definitely see he plays a better heel anyway, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He definitely plays a better heel. But I'm happy to see JD Madonna, you know what I'm saying, get his stripes. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? The big headed terror himself. Yeah, man. Uh fellas, we also saw on Friday, Damage Control had a match with the Queen Charlotte Flair, Bianca, and Asuka. And in between the match, Asuka turned and split the mist into Bianca Belair's face. So now we have Kairi Sane and Asuka in Damage Control. Let me know if you like it. Let me go around the room. LP, do you think that Asuka and Kairi Sane are a good fit in Damage Control?
Ah, I don't know. I don't really see the point of it. I don't really. Are they trying to make a female dominant group? I guess maybe that's what they're trying to do, but I don't really see a point of it. Um, I don't know. I can't feel a certain way about it. I wasn't excited about it by no means. Oscar's better by herself. I don't like I like Oscar being crazy ass Oscar. Um, I just don't see a point of them making that damage control even bigger. Damage control to me is good with three people.
I definitely think it was. I like it, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just might terrorize and be the new Judgment Day / Bloodline, and it looks like it's the same kind of storyline where the women of SmackDown have to kind of click up together to go against Damage Control. It's the same story that's playing out with Judgment Day. It's the same story that played out with the Bloodline. It's the same story that played out with Evolution. When you have those dominant factions and dominant groups, same thing with NWO. When you have those dominant factions and those dominant groups, and then the other people on the roster are just trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? So you have that instance where this is the first time that an all-female group like this has been this dominant. You know what I'm saying? From the tag titles into Io Sky having the women's title. Damage Control is doing some really good things. Mr. Everything, let me know what you think about it. Do you like Asuka and Kairi Sane in Damage Control?
Absolutely. Like you said, this raises the dynamic in terms of factions goes. We haven't seen a very dominant women's faction in a very long time, and with Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky in this Damage Control, I mean, it's the Kabuki Warriors 2.0 with the addition of Dakota Kai and Bailey, who is probably going to be on her way out. You know, they're probably going to turn on her, send her on her way out, which kind of opens the door for the 4 horsewomen. If we can find a way to bring Sasha Banks back, that might be a very interesting thing to see Bailey, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch go up against the Kabuki Warriors along with Dakota Kai. That would be that's money making match material right there. But it remains to be seen. And then we got to think about the dynamic of where Bianca Belair plays in all of this situation. And then Jade Cargill, we still haven't figured out where she's at in terms of the WWE yet. So it's a lot of moving parts, a lot of players in this situation. I'm excited to see what exactly is going to happen.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about that too. LP, how you feel about damage control right now, man? Do you think that they might be the second coming of the bloodline on SmackDown?
I mean, it could be. I mean, I guess they got it. To me, is that team really strong? Like, would you really be worried about that team as a female? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, if you had a Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax and uh, what's the other girl name? Not ugly. That was mean. What's Saint Shayna Baszler? The unattractive team of Shayna Baszler. Like, to me, if you take Shayna Baszler, what's that girl that looked like Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live? What's the other girl name?
I'm talking about Zoe Stark.
Yeah. If you know Chris Kattan, if you take her
Oh
and
man,
Nia Jax, like those are some females you would be afraid of. Like, but Damage Control, they pretty girls. Like, that's like me being afraid of four Alexa Blisses. Like, I don't know. I know they're good wrestlers, but like the wrestlers on the other side, Bianca, Charlotte, I would be more afraid of them if they was heels. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna write it how they gonna write it, but Charlotte and Bianca shouldn't be scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been two of the most dominant females in WWE for years. Why would they be scared of a couple of little puny 50-pound Asian women?
oh man. Well, you got Oscar on the team, who's definitely a threat at all times, man. And Io Sky is a tough cookie, man. Herself. Don't give no, you know, don't talk about Io like that. I think I got a clip with Io into jury going at it, man, and EO ate a power bomb and a kick, man. That was it was kind of mean. I was like, man, she was definitely tough back in the New Japan days, man, in the wrestling back then. But they numbers, man. Numbers matter. You know what I mean? And if you got like certain types of wrestlers, like look at Judgment Day. When you look at Judgment Day, they're not supposed to be as dominant as they are right now. You know
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying?
Whoa. I don't know, because with the exception of Dom,
Let me
Rhea
let
is
me
a big.
let me give you an example. If Judgment Day had to compete with the NWO, do you think that the Judgment Day could compete?
The whole entire NWO.
The whole entire, I mean, choose any 3-4 members, you know.
Some of them, I don't know. I might give it some of them. I could see the Judgment Day going against Evolution. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say them winning, but I mean, because Damian Priest can't, he's not gonna mess with Batista. Because I know Damian Priest is supposed to be the powerhouse. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think Judgment Day. I think a lot of people stepped on Judgment Day in the beginning. I think we all did, kind of in the very beginning, because we didn't. We was wondering why they took Edge out so early and if this was gonna work. I don't think nobody expected Judgment Day to still be going on right now, and to have all the damn belts and to be dominant. I don't think nobody saw that. When you go back and look at when they betrayed Edge, we didn't see. We had no idea. So I don't know.
Yeah. I get that to you. We did not have any idea. We thought yeah, we definitely thought that when Edge left the group, it was gonna be it. I thought it was gonna be it. I didn't know that they were gonna be as dominant as they are. But now they have two new members, man, that are dangerous. You have JD Madonna, who is like a rabid pit bull puppy in heat. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Drew McIntyre, who is a powerhouse and a superstar on his own. And man, with the addition of Drew and JD, it's a scary group. It's a scary group, man. With the addition of JD, and matter of fact, let me show you how menacing this group kind of looks a little bit. Does that not scare you? Huh? Does that not make your knees shake a little bit? Huh? It's a picture of Rhea Ripley as Medusa, and then you have the Druids under Medusa, who are the rest of the Judgment Day: Dominic Mysterio, uh, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and JD McDonough.
I mean, it's definitely a squad, but I really don't think that Drew is gonna be in, because if you put Drew in, who wants that belt very badly, somebody else got to go. And I think what Chef said made sense. I think they setting Drew up to take the belt off him and then cash it in. Like I really think that's about the only way they can really. What else could they do to like what? I don't think I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They could get Drew to incapacitate Seth Rollins. I mean, he'd probably still lose the match and have Seth Rollins in a vulnerable state, and then have Damian Priest come and cash in then, which will cause a really good storyline between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre after that point, because then you have Rhea Ripley, who will play the puppet master in terms of all of that between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. She'll be in Drew McIntyre's ear, trying to keep him under control, and then she'll still be having her little friction with Damian Priest in terms of who is the leader of the Judgment Day type of thing. So I think that plays a really good story, in my opinion. I hope they do it that way.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be a good way to break up the group. You bring in new members, and then something happens within the group. It's always like that. Like right now, we got the LWO. Let's talk about it. The LWO has a little bit of friction, and I've been saying that I see a heel turn coming with Santos Escobar. The LWO let in Carlito earlier when Damian Priest had the match with Bad Bunny. Carlito came and back to WWE. He joined the LWO. Now he's in the group. He had his first match back against Bobby Lashley. Was I impressed? I'm not sure, but I know that he came in at a time where they were trying to question what happened during the match at Crown Jewel when Santos Escobar was trying to help Rey Mysterio, and he ended up taking the brass knuckles away from one of Logan Paul's cronies during the match. But he ended up putting the brass knuckles on the edge of the ring, and Logan Paul was able to get it, knocked Rey Mysterio out, won the match. Now we have Logan Paul as the champion. I'm gonna get you guys' thoughts on how you feel Logan Paul would do as a champion, man. He's already rubbing his nuts all over the championship belt in the shower. I don't know what's that about. And I want to talk about that also, man. But yeah, Mr. Everything. There seems to be a little hypocrisy going on here. Let's talk about it real quick. Okay. You have Logan Paul, right? He's now the United States champion. We just talked about the LWO possibly breaking up with the introduction of the new member, Carlito, and he's kind of causing some friction. Rey Mysterio ended up getting turned on again. I don't know what's this thing about everybody turning on Rey. The nice guys are getting turned on. And Santos Escobar ended up beating up Rey Mysterio, the beloved Rey Mysterio. First of all, I want to see what you guys think about this possible storyline and Santos Escobar possibly leaving LWO, or the friction that's in the LWO. And then the second part is going to be Logan Paul is now the United States champion, but I want to talk about the hypocrisies a little bit between the picture of Logan Paul and the picture of Mandy Rose, and both of them having platforms which they are monetizing their platforms. And Mandy Rose was penalized for it. Logan Paul has not been penalized for it. I want to talk about that. But right now, let's talk about the LWO possibly splitting up. What do you guys think about this storyline? Let me go, Mr. Everything.
It's stupid to me. It's dumb. I mean, the LWO was doing good together, man. We talk about factions all the time. And I think that we're going into the era of factions now. You can look all over in wrestling, period, whether it's AEW, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, you got factions everywhere. You know, and nobody's really walking solo anymore. And with reason, you know, you can't really walk around by yourself because whether you got friends, frenemies, or enemies, at some point, somebody, as we see with the LWO, is going to turn against you for their own good and on their own benefit. So I think they should have just kept them together. The addition of Carlito, I don't think it really adds anything to the capacity of which the LWO could actually get to, you know. But again, you got to look at the two younger guys that's in the LWO, and I can't even remember their name, which makes it even more important because I can't even remember those other two guys' names. All I know is Lena, Santos, and Ray and Carlito, and then the other two guys. So and they're amazing talents. I seen their match at NXT Halloween Havoc. You know, they're amazing. But it's just when they go on the main roster, they just sitting back looking like the Two Stooges or something, you know. So I just don't know. I'm interested to see where it's going to go in terms of Santos Escobar. Do I want to see a Santos versus Carlito match? I do not. Love Carlito to death, but that match he had with Bobby Lashley, I don't know who to blame. I don't know if we blame Carlito for it or we blame Bobby for it, but at the end of the day, it was boring.
Yeah, it was definitely boring.
Yeah, and look how they protected him at the what was the pay-per-view he came back. What was that? SummerSlam?
No, that was WrestleMania.
No. He just recently came back. That was WrestleMania?
Yeah. No. Backlash. That was Backlash.
Yeah, Backlash. When he came back for Backlash, they protected him where he stood on the outside the whole time, came in, gave the backstabber, and that was it. So I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go with this. They should have just left it alone.
I don't know why they re-signed Carlito, even though I'm happy they did. I'm happy that the boy, you know, is there doing this thing. I don't know what place he's going to play in this new era. You know what I'm saying? And me watching him wrestle, I wasn't that excited to watch him wrestle. He moved really slow. He's bigger now. He has more muscle. That's good. But his moveset hasn't really changed. And he still has the moveset of a lighter wrestler, right? Drop kicks, cross bodies. He does, you know, power slams every once in a while, but most of the time it's moves of a lighter wrestler. Even his move, the backstabber, that's becoming a common move that a lot of people are using now. And if I'm being completely honest, when he did hit it, it did not look like it did any damage whatsoever. it looked really lazy. It looked like the person just leaned back and it's like, it's a light stretch. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Carlito would have fit better in the AEW environment because they are more welcoming to older wrestlers. But if you come back and you not memorable or dominant, I don't see Carlito. I don't know if I want to see Carlito on my TV every week. I'm just being honest. I love Carlito to death. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not sure he's that guy. LP, what do you think about LWO and this whole friction thing? Do you think that Santos Escobar is going to step out on his own?
Well, I don't know what he's gonna do. I just hope he don't step out his own and create another version of the LWO, and they start some kind of war like that, and that's gonna be dumb. Like I'm not a big fan of the LWO. That's just because they're just the LWO. They have nothing other than just saying they're the LWO. So I understand why they did something because they basically haven't done anything. I mean, people cheer for them because they're Hispanic or whatever, but when you get past that, what have they really done as a group? They don't have any gold. They don't really have much storylines. They don't. They just their faces, but and I know they selling T-shirts or whatever. But as a faction, who really cares about the LWO except for Hispanic people because they represent them? Like when you talk about Judgment Day, you talk about Bloodline. You're not going to talk about the LWO. You will, but you might want to talk about Lucha House Party. What's the difference between the LWO and Lucha House Party? I mean, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Other than them coming out there dancing, what's the difference? They don't have anything. And
That's cold.
and on
That's cold.
and on Carlito, I don't know if you guys seem to not remember Carlito. Carlito was never great in the ring. Carlito was just an entertaining character. So for them to bring Carlito back, the only way I care is if he's back spitting apples in people's faces and being an asshole. Like that's who Carlito was. I hate when wrestlers come back and they just regular guys now. Like even with Edge, I don't want you to be a regular guy. Like come back as the rated R superstar. That's what I wanted him to be. So being old, I don't care about that. If Carlito comes back, Carlito needs to be a heel, and Carlito needs to be an asshole heel talking trash because that's what made people like Carlito. It was nobody watched Carlito for his wrestling skills. Please, I would love somebody to say, "Oh yeah, I used to love Carlito wrestling." No, you did not, because he did, like you said, he did the. Go back and watch when he wrestled Ric Flair. Like he did all the basic stuff you could do when he wrestled John Cena. He got the belt. He had a U.S. title. What? I think he won a U.S. title the first time he showed up because his character was just like that guy. So the only reason why Carlito can work coming back is if they do something with him. That's why I think they brought him back. But I guess we'll see. But Carlito wrestling every week. That shouldn't be. That really shouldn't be an option. But they needed something with the LWO because nobody's doing nothing with them tag belts still. Now they just sitting on two more new people that's just sitting there. So you got these people in this group. None of them are going for any titles. They gave Ray that title, what they're really sitting there. So what else is going? What else do they have going on?
I can definitely see Carlito if he was leading the heel group of the LWO. And you know what? If the LWO did have a heel division to it, you know what I'm saying? Because, all right, for instance, what was the group with Conan and what was Conan's group when he had the NWO, right? But he had red and black.
LWO.
He had LWO too, right?
Mm-hmm.
He won the LWO. He was in the NWO red and black. Remember, it was him, Ray, Kevin Nash. Yeah, he was in the Wolfpack.
He had another faction too, man. That was all Latino.
It was LWO, and that's where Ray got it from. It was LWO.
No, Conan was not in the LWO.
Conan was in the LWO. It was like
talking about he had a group in either the WCW or TNA. They were like a bunch of like Hispanic gang members.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if that was in TNA or
that's
was in WCW.
Yeah, it might have been WCW, but yeah, you talking about he was a gang. There was a bunch of gang people. That's what you talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Well, listen, fellas, I want to talk about Logan Paul real quick, man. He took some pictures, man, some questionable pictures of him with the United States title, and he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He's taking that title everywhere that he goes. He's putting more eyes on it. But he did something that was a little questionable, man, and he took a picture with the title taking a shower, right? Butt ass naked, water dripping down, taking a shower with the belt on. And we all know that Mandy Rose, she took a picture also with her title and she was nude under the belt. You know, it was something that had been done before. Everybody's kind of mimicking what Shawn Michaels did, right? But I think that the reason that Mandy got fired, and I think they was trying to put that picture as framing it as that's the reason why, you know, she violated ethical moral codes of the WWE or some shit like that. But she also had an OnlyFans page, or it goes by a different name, but it's pretty much the same thing. She sells pictures of herself, whatever the case may be. A lot of female wrestlers now are doing that to promote themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's their OnlyFans page or fans pages, or doing different content. Natalia is out here with her daughter posing for everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? If I'm TJ, I ain't letting that rock. I ain't letting my wife just show the world everything. But yeah, so is there some hypocrisy in the Logan Paul belt situation versus the Mandy Rose belt situation? And like I say, I know that they both have platforms where they're getting paid in money outside of the WWE. But is there some hypocrisy in that? Do you think the Mandy Rose should have been let go because of that reason? Now that we have somebody like Logan Paul doing the exact same thing. Let me ask that question to LP.
Well, you know how it is. I mean, women always get treated a little bit different. If I were Mandy Rose, I would have been talking to my lawyer, and I would have been getting me a nice little lawsuit somewhere in there, because it definitely was the same thing. You can't say Logan Paul is not with WWE because he's under contract. So you can't say that he's just like a Bad Bunny or somebody who just show up temporarily or whatever. Like, that dude is he has the belt. He's official now. So yeah, I definitely think it was kind of some bull, but I think a lot of time in situations like that, if a company wants to fire you, they're gonna find a way to fire you. And then they're gonna try to cover it up or try to blame it on this, that, and the third. I think most of us probably either seen it in real life or dealt with it on our own. You know, they'll find a way to get rid of you. So I think they want, for whatever reason, I think they had an issue with Mandy Rose, and then they use that as an excuse. Because I mean, I don't know nothing about it because I haven't clicked on it. But I seen Matt Riddle's doing that now. I think I seen that on one of my wrestling news. Matt Riddle is selling pictures. I think he got an OnlyFans or something now. So I mean, we live in a world where you got to get that bread. You got to do what you got to do. You got to eat. So, you know.
Hey man, your boy Matt Riddle out here. Man, yeah, he got a page too. I'm hearing, so you know, he also here selling plants and penis. So you got to get your money however you want it. He out here selling plants and penis. He out here he got a whole weed brand. Yeah, he about to get his RVD on, Jack. And if I'm Matt Riddle, I would network with all the companies on the West Coast that need product endorsement. He can make a bag. He can make a real bag, Jack.
Yeah, Matt don't never got to wrestle or fight again if he does his stuff right. Like he's an advocate for weed, and weed is now legal and like down there most of the damn states in the United States. Like, he can make some money. That's how Steve Urkel got his Steve Urkel and Snoop Dogg teamed up, and they got a damn marijuana, some kind of weed or something on the purple. It's called purple Urkel or purple Nurple or some shit. But like, yeah, get that money. I hope Matt. No, you know, I hated Matt Riddle as a wrestler, but get that bag, man. I hate my company to screw anybody over, even if I don't even like them. Like, yeah, get that bag, man. Don't ever come back.
Mr. Everything, man. Do you see a little hypocrisy on the Mandy Rose situation versus what Logan Paul is doing? Both have brands and doing things outside of the WWE to get paid, and both took a picture nude in their belts. Do you see some hypocrisy there? And Yeah, do you see a little hypocrisy there? That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got to take in consideration Logan Paul is like Shawn Michaels' boy, so it's like an homage to Shawn Michaels. He did it first type thing. But yeah, if you're going to treat Mandy one way, you gotta,
Didn't Mandy do that for the same exact reason?
yeah, exactly. So you got to give everybody fair shake, and Logan Paul seems like he's untouchable right now. He can do no wrongs in any kind of way. I mean, I even saw the video where he was talking about um, uh, Triple H came to him and said, "Look, we got a thing around here where we make sure the talent ain't having sex with the belt on. So please don't go out there and be having sex with the belt on." And he turned around saying, and next thing he knew, he was clapping cheeks with the metal around his waist. Yeah,
I
and I know
definitely would.
it was all jokes.
I would. You would,
I
Mr.
know,
Everything. Let me go off topic
don't do
real
that.
quick.
Don't do that.
Let me go off topic real quick. I got to do it. I got to ask it. I got to ask it. Mr. Everything, have you ever clapped cheeks in your belt before?
No, I have not. No.
You have never clapped cheeks in your belt before?
No, honestly, no, I have not. Has it crossed my mind? Let's move on.
Protecting your brand, sir. I appreciate that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it pure for the kids. I dig it. You know what I'm saying?
The kids,
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Hey, if I'm winning, if I'm a champion, I'm definitely clapping cheeks. Baby. Oh yeah.
Call me champ.
I'm clapping cheeks. Only thing I'm wearing is socks.
Timberlands
socks in the belt. I'm tearing that
Timberlands
ass on. Yep. Baby, get the baby oil. It's going down.
Oh man. But it's crazy. It's crazy to see. I mean, because you think about it, the WWE has been very stern about the talent being able to make money outside of WWE in different ways. With AJ Styles having his gaming podcast, that was one thing. But then the New Day was okay to do theirs. So it was two different dynamics. So I don't know if we can really push the whole gender situation right now too much. But it is some truth in the Mandy Rose and your boy Logan Paul type of thing. And just really quick, I did look up the name of that faction you were talking about with Conan. It was LAX.
It was LAX.
It was LAX.
Okay. Thank you. I could not remember. I was like, what faction was that? But going back to the topic, man, the Logan Paul versus Mandy Rose situation, and I don't even know if a situation. I'm making it a situation. I'm bringing light to it because I kind of see a lot of hypocrisies on Logan Paul wearing the belt naked and having his own brands and pushing his own stuff, and Mandy Rose was doing the exact same thing. She just had it on a platform that she controlled. So. Does she have an argument there? I think that she does, man.
Here's the thing: does she care?
I would.
At this point, does she care? Because she's getting her money either way.
Yeah, she getting her money, but she had worldwide recognition on the product of WWE.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you can utilize companies like for instance, any job you do, any company you do. You can utilize that company to kind of build yourself and build your own brand. And once you branch out and start doing other things, you already have those eyes on you. So something like WWE, you went out there, you did your thing, you became a champion in one of the brands of the WWE, and then now you've been let go. But before you was let go, you built up this separate entity that helped you in terms of publicity. So I don't think she's going to miss out on any type of WWE money. If anything, she probably made more money after that because now she can go a little bit deeper. She can work with different people and do some different things. So I think it probably helped her a whole lot. And then let's be honest, WWE bring her back. Once they start seeing how much publicity she's getting and how many eyes she got on her in terms of what she's doing, they're going to bring her back. And she's going to make more money because they're going to have to give her a bigger contract.
I can definitely see that, but she would have to make herself a bigger star outside of the WWE, and I'm not sure if she's going to be able to do that on her platform that she's doing right now. Now, I may be wrong. but she would have to make herself a bigger star for them to kind of bring her back on a big contract like she would want. I know I'm asking for a bag.
Remember when the women used to do Playboy? Remember WWE used to send them to do Playboy?
Yeah, Sable did Playboy. Who else did Playboy?
And then Shawn Michaels did Playgirl. You had
did.
China did Playboy.
China did Playboy.
Had,
was that during?
Yes, during WWE.
Okay.
Because they would advertise it on their gimmicks. Because they had one where whenever they made the front cover, they had them speak about it right there in the middle of the ring, and they showed it. They didn't show like anything raunchy or anything like that because you got the front cover. You probably still had clothes on, but they showed it on WWE TV.
Yeah, but I think the difference that is the difference the way Mandy Rose did it. That's her platform. WWE don't get none of that. WWE, if WWE getting a piece of the pie, then they don't give a damn. So that's the difference because when all them girls used to do Playboy, you better believe that WWE got some of that $1 million or whatever that they got doing it. And that was butt naked because I had the issue that Christy Hemme did. Oh no, Christy Hemme was on cat. So that was that one. That was the best because everybody.
Anybody listen, Best Damn Nation. If anybody got any information, any kind of contact information, phone number, email, smoke signal, Morse code for Christy Hemme, let me know.
Yeah, because everybody wanted Trish. Everybody wanted Trish to do it, but Trish would never. Out of all the stuff that Trish did while she was there, Trish would never do it, and I was always surprised because she was damn near doing every damn thing else. But for free. For free.
doing everything for free.
That would have been the biggest selling copy ever if she would have did it, but she never did it. Shoot, you remember they used to have the whole swimsuit issues with all the divas in there. They weren't new, but Yeah. But now now they got a different now with the whole world like it is, and everybody's so PC and everybody's so afraid to do everything. Now they got to try to have everything PC. So that's why I like that's why I'm sort of like AEW a little bit. Like AEW give you that old vibes of just wrestling and not worrying about.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys what wasn't PC. And Mr. Everything, I know you've heard about it, and we talked about it on the last podcast. But I want to get your thoughts on it. There's a character in NWA. His name is Father James. And if you're not familiar with the NWA product, during their broadcast, right during the match, the NWA, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It was a celebration of sorts. The camera panned up from the ring, and you saw Father James there, and there was a table. He was surrounded by people. Father James was caught on TV, on camera, live, snorting cocaine. That's right. You see it. That white stuff. That white girl. The ooey. That booger sugar. Yeah, the devil's powder. You see it. This man did cocaine live on TV. The more questionable thing about this, and the reason why it's making so much more news is because NWA had an 8-figure deal on the table by the CW, and now it looks like they may lose that because of this antic. And the person or the company that's going to take on this possible position is NXT. So I want to get your thoughts about it. This man was doing the hard stuff live on TV. Mr. Everything, man. What are your thoughts on this whole thing? And I know you got love for NWA, and I know you got family that wrestle in NWA, man. And I just want to see what your thoughts on this whole thing is, and do you think that they really put their deal in jeopardy because of this moment with Father James?
Uh, it kind of agitates me, aggravates me, and pisses me off because I am a talent that is trying to get signed to a major company, and if that's what it takes for me to get looked at by the NWA, I don't want it. I don't want it. I ain't going to that extent. I mean, that's stupid, stupid. What up, Randy Orton? Um, yeah, it just made no sense. I mean, I don't even know anything about this guy and his character, but I definitely don't want to know nothing now because what I'm supposed to expect him to get in the ring and he can't wrestle until he's some coke and then he's freaking Hulk Hogan Superman type thing. Or, he goes into a Super Saiyan type of mode or something. Like, I don't know. And then at this point, you got to shoot him or something because now he's zombie. How do I know if it's even cocaine and crack? It might be bath salt. Then we really got a problem there if it's bath salt.
Now you really got a problem if he on bath salt. But I believe he's a manager of some sort. Almost a Paul Heyman-like figure for NWA. So I'm not sure if he's a wrestling talent. I've never seen him wrestle before. But man, I think that definitely puts their deal in jeopardy, man. It's hard to see. LP, you mentioned that you like adult content. Is that adult enough for you? Huh? Is that hard enough for you, sir? You know what I'm saying?
I guess I need to see the content of what it was because I got a dark sense of humor, so I might have found it funny. So it really just depends on. I definitely got to look this clip up because I'm not familiar with it. So I don't.
Here's a picture. Just look at the picture. You got some white stuff on the table. Father James got a bag. He also got a spoon. He also has ladies of the night around him. That's right, Jezebels surrounding him, partying with him. The man took a whole toot on TV. A whole toot. On live on TV. That's the context right there. You can go back and look at the clip, but I'm telling you what happened. It was nasty.
Well, isn't wrestling supposed to represent all factions of society? So let's not forget about the drug addicts out there.
We're not doing that. Nope, no.
You think that drug addicts don't watch wrestling? They trying to hit a different demographic.
No, we're not going to do that. Now look how many people got suspended, sent home, sent to rehab for every little thing that you can think of, and you're going to just broadcast it on TV like it's just normal. No, we're not doing that.
I mean, he stuck his whole face in that too,
and the girls too, right? The girls did it too,
the girls
right?
too. Yeah, women of the night.
No.
Lucy's.
So what did the company? What did the company say about it? Like, I'm pretty sure what did they say? What was the point?
They didn't say anything. They haven't released anything.
They haven't really responded yet. If I'm the company, I would say, hey, that was a horrible storyline. That's the best thing you can do. It was a storyline that went the wrong way. We apologize. That's the best thing you do. With an $8 million deal on the line, you better apologize. They messed it up for themselves, the company, all the wrestlers. Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're gonna get an opportunity like that, especially after this. They gotta let that die down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they need about 6 months for that.
Yeah, you gotta do some patrol on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta do some patrol on that. Other than that, I don't see it happening. Fellas, I got the graphic, but I didn't get a chance to load it. Mr. Everything, recently you said on your social media, sir, that you wanted some real competition. Recently you said on your show or on your platforms that you wanted to wrestle a real one. Do you know what I'm referring to, sir?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I stand by it.
And you stand by it. All 10 toes stand by it.
All of them. All of them. I would stand it right now, but we're on the people ain't paid for that.
Mr. Everything has expressed his interest, man, and he said that he wanted to wrestle a bear. I need you to explain this to me. And what went over your mind and your heart and your head that say, hey, I want to wrestle a real life bear and win.
I could blame it on frustrations, but you know what? I've always been that person that wanted to exceed my limits, and I just want to see if it's possible, if I'm capable of doing it. I've seen videos of guys like wrestling bears and things like that. They have trained bears that won't maul you or anything like that. I really just want to see what my abilities are, what my limits are. I don't think I have any limits. I worked out yesterday. Okay, I did 4 workouts throughout the entire day. When I got done last night, I still had energy to do more. And that's just how my body is built. And the more energy I use, the more I gain. I want to see what I'm capable of. I want to do an Ironman match for 2 hours. I want to do a boxing match where I wrestle for 15 rounds if the guy lasts that long. I want to box on the rough and rowdy. I want to box with tough man. I want to do it all. So wrestling a bear is just a little icing on the cake. I look at it like this. Wrestling the bear, if I can do that, everything else kind of falls under it. You know what I'm saying? It's like going from the top of the pyramid down to the bottom. And that's what I want to do.
What did Mystical say, LP? If you see me fighting
with a bear, help the bear. You better help
bear
that
in the
bear.
woods. If you see me fighting a bear in the woods, help the bear. Help the bear. Would you to see me?
Before we continue, if Peter is listening and watching the podcast, because everyone watches the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, Peter, the bear is a trained bear. It won't be hurt. I won't be hurt. We're not trying to make fur coats out of the bear or rugs or anything like that. Okay. The views and opinions of Mr. Everything does not reflect the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Okay. So just continue watching for next week to see what else I'm going to say. That's probably going to be crazy to everybody else, but it makes sense to me. Okay. Let's go back to the show.
Oh man, listen, if you start fighting the bear, he said he want to fight a trained bear though, LP. He don't want to fight one in the wild. You don't want to go out in the country.
Listen, if it's going to be between me, if it comes down between me and the bear, it's going to be him. If I'm somewhere, I've seen videos where bears and pop up with somebody. Look, they're tearing down all the trees. They're building up buildings. These animals got to find somewhere to go. If I'm walking down Martin Luther King in downtown Raleigh and a bear come walking up, it's going to be, I ain't running. Who I look like running? I
think the LP can set that up. LP.
Yeah, set it up, LP.
Can you get with one of them bears in Selma, them Selma bears?
Look, don't bring me the cocaine bear. Don't bring me the cocaine bear. Okay?
That's all they got in Selma.
Regular jugular bear.
That's all they got in Selma is cocaine bears.
I'm about to say, it's just kind of crazy how we went from talking about a guy doing cocaine to him talking like this. So people probably think it's the same story. Yeah, they go like, he better take a hit of cocaine before he fight that bear.
He gonna need it, Jack. He gonna need to feel numb. Oh man. Well, listen, fellas. You know we got to do this. This is one of my new favorite segments. We like to watch videos in the sports fighting entertainment world. and like to judge them on a rating from darn to damn. Best damn crew, I want you to give me your honest opinions on these videos, and I want you to rate these videos from darn to damn. Here's our first contestant for today. Check it out.
With a knife edge jab, it stunned him. On top.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but let me play it again. He was trying to go for a move and kind of slipped, fell on his head, and then the guy in the ring kind of just finished him off. But let's play that again.
With a knife edge jab, it stunned him. On top.
Mr. Everything gave it a shrug, man. What would you rate that thing on a rate of darn to damn?
Dang. I mean, shit happens. Dang. It's listen, if you're supposed to be able to hit every move perfectly, you might as well just be the world champion for every company. It happens. I like the fact that his opponent kept the match going and then just stand there and just look at him like, okay, I'm confused with what to do. So I give it a little darn. Dang.
Yeah. A little bit. Miss Oh man. LPZ, what would you rate that video from darn to damn?
I'll say darn. It was all right. He looked like he might have had a concussion after getting hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought the back of the head was definitely harder than the front of the head. Oh man. If you guys aren't familiar, there's a sport that's out there that's kind of brutal, man. I like watching it, and I think it's entertaining. It's called Power Slap. Let's watch a couple of these videos. We're gonna watch them all together in sequence, man. I want you guys to rate this from darn to damn.
And those are some big boys taking them slaps too.
Hey man, some of them dudes' hands was about 2 hands thick. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Everything, you're a combat fighter, man. Would you ever do a power slap competition?
No, for what? Look, y'all just talk. Y'all just got on me about trying to wrestle a bear. Now you want me going and getting a slap contest? No,
hey man, I would rather you do the slap contest than wrestle a bear. You know,
man, listen, I have more fun with the bear.
Oh man, LP, would you ever do a slap competition?
Nah, man. Unless we're gonna do a shootout right after that. I know I'm never gonna let nobody slap me. Like you don't slap a man. Like no. The fun thing is now, because now it's a sport. But if you're old enough like me, you remember way back in the days, Hot 97 in New York, they used to have little slap contests just like that.
Yeah,
and
they did.
I always tell people, everybody said it was ghetto and blah blah blah. Somebody seen that shit and they flipped it. Your boy Dana White, because I think Dana White does that company. And now look at he done made it $1 million company. So for those listeners out there, if you doing something, you can find ways to flip it. Don't let somebody tell you it's ghetto or you look dumb, you shouldn't do it. Because fast forward it, these people they got sponsors, they got Gatorade sponsoring it, Prime drinks. And back in the days, it was some black people slapping each other in the neighborhood. And now look at it. So yeah, definitely follow your slap dreams.
Speaking of, since LP said that, if any sponsors like to sponsor me wrestling a bear, I am ready. Let's go. Let's get it. Thank you. Appreciate
you. We can make that happen. I'm telling you, man, we ain't gonna give you no regular bear, man. We're gonna go to Selma, North Carolina. We're gonna go to the country. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hook up with Earl Bob and them, and they're gonna give you a cocaine bear that you can fight in a cage. We got you. We got you.
You're gonna be with me, right? You're gonna be with me, right?
I'm gonna be watching from afar with support and love, sir. I will not be there getting ate up by mosquitoes watching you get mauled by a bear, sir. I will not be.
I'm gonna have to give that a damn.
I won't be there. I won't be there for you to get eaten. I don't want to see a grown man get eaten. I'm okay. I'm okay on that. What do you say, P?
I was about to say you must have been playing Tekken lately, because you remember Tekken, you used to be able to play that bear.
Oh yeah.
You was playing Tekken. Sure. That idea popped in your head, like, damn, you know what? I can fight a bear.
I can fight a bear. Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh man. Well, listen, fellas, it was a great show. Thank you guys for playing Dawn or Damn. We got more videos for you guys next week. Listen, you know we do this each and every week, man. Let's leave the beautiful people with a word of advice, a word of motivation, a word to get through. Word of the day, Mr. Everything. Do you have a final word for your beautiful people?
No, I don't. I honestly don't have a final word this week.
Can't believe it.
I didn't understand the language you were speaking, sir. Can you speak in English?
Yeah, I'm a little struggling this week in terms of a final word. All I can say is don't worry.
Go for bears.
Yeah. Don't poke the bear. And if you see me in a fight with the bear, help the bear.
There you go. That was a good one. Don't poke the bear, but if you see me in a fight with a bear, help the bear. I like that.
You know what? I'm elaborate on that. If you see me in a fight with the bear, help the bear, because everything that I've been through in my life, that bear is going to need somebody to help. Because once I release all this frustration, you're going to read in the newspaper and you're like, it's a damn shame what Mr. Everything did to that daggone bear. The bear was just walking by, just trying to get him some honey, and Mr. Everything just walked up and just mollywopped him. So, yeah,
that bear was never right again. Mm-hmm. He walked with a gimp and a lazy eye for the rest of his life.
Got bears walking around with guns when they hit tomorrow. I thought you was Mr. Everything. My bad.
They got pictures of your ass in the woods.
Uh-huh.
put up talking about wanted.
Look, if you see this man, go ski.
You better not say ski. If you see this man go ski. Oh man. LPZ, do you have a final word for the best?
Hold on. Before I get my final word, I know we about to end it because I ain't been on or whatever. I did want to ask y'all this question. It's definitely Mr. Everything, because this go back to that Logan Paul Rey Mysterio match, right? Everybody keep on saying that Logan Paul saved Rey Mysterio's life.
I wanted to talk about that.
Oh, and that move. And I, for one, I clearly think that Rey would have been all right. But number two, it was Logan's fault. If I'm not wrong, it was Logan's fault. So how did everybody keep on talking about he saved Rey? Like, he clearly was out of position.
No, it wasn't. It
wasn't. I said the same thing, LP.
No, it wasn't Logan. Rey actually did not get as much height as he usually does.
Nah, bro. I think Logan Paul.
You got to think about it. Bro. You got to look at it in terms of the people that Rey Mysterio actually gets in the ring with, and he actually does that particular move. Logan Paul is a little bit taller than something like he's about the same height as most guys that Rey Mysterio has done that move with. Rey usually gets more height when he does that particular move. So whenever he did do it, he didn't get as much hype. Logan could be, right up under him, and it still would have had the same result because Ray did not get the hype that he's used to. And you got to think about it. Logan is somebody who's not used to doing particular moves like that, or being in a ring with somebody that does a move like that. Let's go back to Logan and Ricochet when they went for the Spanish fly spot, off the top rope into the tables. That didn't work out very well because it's stuff that he's just not used to. They were trying to push the envelope in terms of with him. So it wasn't so much him saving his life, but he did keep him from having like a really serious injury in terms of landing on his neck the way he would have had Logan had not caught him the way he did. So I do got to defend Logan a little bit, even though I don't feel him that much. But I do got to defend him a little bit because he did.
I ain't rocking with
I'm
with you,
a
LP. He was out of place. He was out of place, and he had to step up and scoop under to catch Ray. Ray caught himself, so they making it seem like if Ray would have failed, he would have paralyzed himself. Ray's hands
Ray would have been
on
fine.
the floor. Ray's hands was on the floor, so he was fine. But
he would have had a stinger or something. He would have. Stung his neck or something. But think about it. If from your standpoint, you feel like Logan was out of place. Let's say Ray told him, "This is where I need you."
He was out of place because he had to step forward and up.
Yes. Now let's say Ray tells him, "This is where I need you to be when I do this spot," and he's right where he needs to be, and then Ray goes forward and doesn't make it there. So now Logan's got to rush to try to catch him. You got to think about it like that. Because like when I had this scar right here, I told the guy, this is where I need you to be. When I go to do this Undertaker dive to the outside, just stay right here. Don't move. And what happened was when I went over the top, I was positioned to where I'm completely over his body. Okay? He thought that I was overshooting him, so he stepped back to try to catch me, and I ended up going head first. So you got to think about it in terms of where someone tells you to be, in terms of how you're doing a particular move, and then what actually happens. So when Ray's going for that spot, and he says, okay, I need you right here. Don't move. I will get to you. And he goes for the spot, and it doesn't work out very well. Logan has to step up and try to catch him so that way. Because his mindset is always going to be, and respectably, his mindset is, okay, I don't want this man to get hurt. He's a legend. If he gets hurt on my accord in terms of a match with me, where does that leave me, and what does that say about me to the guys in the locker room? See, so you got to really think about those things in terms of that.
I still blame Logan.
That sounds good, but I still blame Logan for that was a diplomatic. It was very diplomatic what you said, sir, but I still blame
Very PC, but I still blame Logan ass. And I feel like Ray would not have died. Like everybody keep on talking about, he would have been paralyzed. Calm the hell down. He would not have been paralyzed.
No, he wouldn't have been paralyzed, but he wouldn't have got up very, very quick the next morning though.
Oh yeah, he definitely would have been a little sore.
little bit sore.
Back to the final word. When you see somebody about to do something, make sure you're in the right position.
I can definitely see that.
Be in the right position.
We've lost Brian, and his final word is fade to black. Oh, there he is. His final word was
Cameron was timing out a little bit. I'm a little big face right now. Hold on, let me get this together. Get yourself together, Jesus. My final word would be be all in. Whatever you're doing, be all in. Don't half-ass it. Go at it full force. Go at it full blast. Whatever you do, make sure that you put your all into it. Because at the end of the day, if it didn't work out, The only one you can blame is your ass. And if you only put 25% into something that you wanted to happen and it didn't pan out the way you wanted to, maybe you should have put a little bit more effort. Maybe you should have put 75%. Maybe 90%. But if you just take my advice and be all in whatever you do, then that means you're giving 110% to whatever you want to make happen in your life. That is a final word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Fellas, was that word okay?
It was pretty good. I like that.
I didn't even know y'all could hear me. I was just talking. I had no idea if y'all can hear me or not. Oh, man. But listen, this was a great show, fellas. Let the beautiful people... Hold on real quick before we end the show. We have Survivor Series coming up, right? The teams are kind of shaping up. We know that it's going to be Damage Control versus whoever, and it's going to be Judgment Day versus whoever. If you could make your ultimate Survivor Series team 5 wrestlers from any era, at any age, let's say they prime, who would you put on your Survivor Series team? Let me ask that question to LP.
Said any 5, any era?
Wrestler from any era. You got 5.
In their prime, right?
In their prime.
All right, give me Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar early years, not this Brock Lesnar. I'm talking about kick Zach Gowen down a flight of stairs, Brock Lesnar. Let me get that. Let me get that Brock. Let me get Stone Cold around the Brian Pillman days, around the Attitude Era. Give me 80s Ric Flair. Give me Shawn Michaels after the comeback.
All right, you got one more.
My last one. Give me. I mean, I'm trying to win. So, I mean, I don't like this dude. I don't like what he did, but we looking past that for this. Give me that rabbit Wolverine. Pull him from the depths of hell. Give me Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit?
Give me Chris Benoit.
Oh, I'm not even mad at Chris Benoit, that pick, you know what I'm saying, for your team. We ain't talking about the person on person. We're talking about the character wrestler. So I dig that, man. That's a pretty formidable team, man. I like that. You got Shawn Michaels, Brock Lesnar, Ric Flair, Chris Benoit, and who else you say?
You got what I say? Stone Cold.
Stone Cold in his prime. No, that's not even Stone Cold in prime. You said Stone Cold Brian Pillman days. So you talking about
Attitude Era's in his prime before he got all hurt up.
Okay, you talking about ECW Stone Cold.
No. I meant Attitude Era. I'm sorry. Nah, that meant ECW. Hell no. I don't want the hell no. Nah, I'm talking about Attitude Era Stone Cold. I'm talking when I was saying Brian Pillman, I'm talking about when he beat Brian Pillman with the cane.
Okay. I'm with you. Oh man, Mr. Everything. You got 5 wrestlers, man, from any era. Who you going with?
Now, this is going to be totally out of character, but these 5 men their family has been very dominant in the world of professional wrestling.
Oh, you about to get the Von Erichs?
Nope, not going to say the Von Erichs.
Oh.
But these 5 men, their family.
We won. Yeah. Yeah.
Very dominant throughout the professional wrestling. So I'm going to go with Yokozuna, Umaga, Roman Reigns, The Rock. We're going to throw in Solo Sikoa.
I can't even say nothing on that. I'm not.
My team will destroy that team.
Yeah, right.
My team will destroy that team. You be talking about wrestling, or we talking about a fight?
Talking about
we talking about Survivor Series. Yeah. Either way, wrestling or fighting.
Who on your team gonna see Brock?
What?
Roman? Who gonna see Brock?
Yokozuna sitting with him? Umaga?
Come on, man.
Umaga?
Man, please.
Man, look. All they need is for Umaga to catch that spike one good time, and then Yoko sit on his ass. It's a wrap. Good night. See you later, Brock. Thanks for coming.
Oh, pop his ass out.
Yokozuna in his prime. You know how that man used to move? Man, he used to be able to throw like super kicks. Oh, them little crescent kicks. Man, he throw a kick to somebody and sit on them. It's a wrap.
I got you. Let me get mine in real quick. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all left out some absolute greats, man. Let me get the Undertaker. So Taker in his prime. Let me get Batista in his prime. Give me Bobby Lashley when he was world champion. That Bobby Lashley destroying everybody. I'm gonna go Big Man Vader. And you already took the great one, so I can't put The Rock on my team. If I had to go, damn, who's my fifth player? Give me Ricky Steamboat. Give me Ricky Steamboat.
I still say
I'm smashing both of y'all teams.
My team wins.
I'm smashing.
None of y'all say. I don't care nothing. None of y'all say. My team wins. We got. Not only do we have a team that's a family and that's going to work and stick together, but we also have the managers that come with them.
Have you not seen the state of the bloodline right now? What are you talking about?
We got the managers that come with them, okay? We got Paul Heyman. We got what was Yokozuna's manager name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Not Funaki.
Mr. Fuji?
Mr. Fuji.
Yes, Mr. Fuji was very dastardly. That man could find ways to cheat when that little powder, throw it in your eyes. There you go. That take care of Brock. Put a little pill, crush a pill, throw it in his eyes. Goodbye, Brock. Good night. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
Man.
You don't even got Paul Heyman. My picks came first, so I think Paul was with Brock not too long ago.
Who's he with right now? Who?
Hey, it don't matter. You can't choose. I got my pick first. Now, who's talking about a manager? You talking about and then Brian, your team is full of musclehead dummies. All you got to do you gotta go with all that power. You got a bunch of dummies. Man,
I have Ricky Steamboat on my team.
Yeah, by himself, everybody else, after 2 minutes, they're gonna be tired. Come on. Your team
I got the Undertaker on my team. The Undertaker was a brilliant strategist.
Y'all teams ain't balanced. I got a balanced team. Y'all try to go, and Roman probably not even gonna show up. You don't even know.
Really?
He said that might be one of the times that's one of the times he out of town.
All right, so let's do this. Brian, let's do a poll of all three of our picks, and let the best damn nation pick whose team would actually win the Survivor Series match. If it was a triple threat Survivor Series 5-on-5, whose team would win?
Put your teams in the chat and in the group chat, and then we'll make that happen. You know what I'm saying? I'll post that, and then the fans will all let you know that I am awesome and I won that challenge. Fellas, man, let the beautiful people know what you guys going on and where can they find you. Let me go, LP.
You can find me on Instagram on One Click Photography Shoots. This weekend we have the Savage Seduction Fashion Show in Durham, North Carolina. You still can get tickets from there. You also can get tickets at the door. Also working on another fashion show that will be announced next week. So, we just keep it going. We keep it rolling. Just follow me on Instagram and keep up with everything I got going on there. Damn, did I put y'all to sleep?
No, I think Brian frozen.
Oh, I thought he was asleep. He was like he's sleeping. Damn.
All right. Well, while he's taking care of his technical difficulties, you guys can, you already know, Mr. Everything is always wrestling. So I will be in West Virginia tomorrow, wrestling for American Pro Wrestling. On Saturday, I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina for Gouge Wrestling during the afternoon at 1:00 at Rebus Works downtown Raleigh. Saturday evening, I will be in Selma, North Carolina at the old Harrison building, wrestling there. On Sunday, I myself have a fashion show that I will be walking in. It is A Night to Walk in Wine for Boy Naughty and Out of Skin. They're putting on a fashion show for mental health awareness, and that's going to be in Knightdale, North Carolina. And of course, you guys can follow my TikTok. It's pretty much where I'm putting a lot of my stuff at right now. It's my TikTok. So go to my TikTok, official_ Mr. Everything.
Were you able to monetize your TikTok?
Yes, I'm actually making some money off of it. I got a little payment from TikTok and my exclusive content.
That boy got an OnlyFans page.
Money, Jack. Making some money out here, Jack. But I actually got a TikTok store right now, and I also have a sponsor from Dubby Energy that I'm actually working with right now. So once I get some products, I'm gonna start posting their stuff, and let you guys know where you can purchase some of Dubby Energy supplements, because this Everything does the big good stuff, not the nose nuggets, not the powder.
Not the powder, not the booger sugar. I dig it. Well, my name is Brian Renegade. You can find me on all platforms at Brian Renegade. Got some good stuff going on there. New platform called Phoenix Foodies, where we go and help restaurants. We do reviews. We do marketing and advertising for restaurants and hotels and small businesses. Over 72 million impressions helping local businesses. So check us out on phoenixfoodies.com whenever you get a chance. And also you can support a good cause. Go to blueheartsforautism.com. We help families with autism find resources. If you need mental health services or help and you're in the North Carolina area, you can check out Straight Walk Family Services. They have therapists there that you can talk to if you need help in family counseling. If you have adolescent children who have issues, they have therapists for them also. Drug and alcohol rehabilitation, we do that also. So go check out straightwalknc.com and just follow me on all platforms at Brian Renegade to support what your boy got going on, man. I got some good stuff for you. I just got my little TikTok store going too, Mr. Everything. I'm gonna sell some stuff on there too. You know what I'm saying? Got all my platforms running. And if you want to support the show, the only thing that you have to do is go to our Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can go to our Facebook group, Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can go to our Facebook page, the BD Wrestling Podcast. You can go to our Twitter or our X, as it is now called, at Best Damn Crew. You can go over to our Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, and you can visit us on TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. And if you want to support the show, well, my friends, the only thing that you have to do is go over to our Patreon to support everything that your boys got going on. www.patreon.com/the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast to support your boys for as little as $5. $5. $5. That's what? What's $5? $20? Yeah. For $5 or for $20. You can support your boys at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, man. We got all kinds of stuff over there, all kind of knickknacks, paddywhacks, hat shirts, behind the scenes content, all that good stuff at our Patreon. So go over to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast to support the show. Fellas, thank you guys for joining us, man. We're going to get another show cracking for you guys next week. If we got some time, maybe we'll squeeze one in later on this week. The fellas is busy, man. We working out here in these streets, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we showing love. Last words. Anybody got anything they want to leave for the people? Anything they want to mention? Nope. Mr. Everything Good. He's still ready to fight that bear. Yep.
Yes. Bring me some cookies and milk before I fight the bear.
LP.
Yes, sir.
You got some words for the people? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just tune in next week.
Yeah.
We gotta run these numbers up.
Gotta run these numbers up, Jack. So, we love y'all. We can't hold you anymore. Tell your mammy and them that the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast is the best thing smoking. And you can join us next week on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Fellas, it's always a pleasure. We bid you adieu.